Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
You know what he's saying is true. I don't like it though because I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to God. And next thing you know, Satan cometh immediately. It says he cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
God.
And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word immediately receive it with gladness. And I see you over there, you like, damn bro, that makes sense. You receive it with gladness. It says, and have no root in themselves, and so, it's like it, and so endure for a time. And I hope that this isn't y'all, man. It says you endure for a time, and you're like, damn, bro, that makes sense. I need to get on it. I need to keep commandments. I need to keep the faith. It says you endure for a time. But what happens whenever you plant seed on a stony ground? It don't endure forever. It's not rooted and grounded in the earth. It don't stay forever. It don't sprout. It says it endure for a time, but afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. So whenever persecution or affliction come, they're gonna fold up. That's what you see a lot of people doing. So you gotta make sure you root it and ground it in a fertile ground, man. You don't grow your crop on a stony ground, man.
And the word offended in the Bible, bro, it means to lose faith.
To lose faith, man. So in affliction, right, and all hell is breaking loose, you don't fold up, man. You get more faith because you see what the Bible been talking about the whole time is actually coming to pass. That's supposed to build your faith. But if you one of them ones that was planted and sown on stony ground, then you gonna wither away. Now, I'm gonna keep going. It says, and these are they which are sown among thorns. Because sometimes you will sow a seed and you sow it in chaos. You know, it's a lot of different spirits out here. It's a lot of wicked spirits out here. It's a lot of different wicked people out here. And that's when you sow it in thorns. I'm going to keep going. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world. And that's what it's talking about, them thorns, the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches. And you know, a lot of people around here, they not spiritual, they carnal. They care about the cares of the world. They care about the riches. They care about pleasing their flesh. God, go ahead. 19, right there.
And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches.
And he said the deceitfulness of riches, because it's all a mirage. It's all a lie. And a lot of people that get famous, they understand once they get the famous and the fame and the riches, that damn, it was all a lie. So the deceitfulness of riches, come on,
and the lust of other things entering in.
And the lust of other things like women, clothes, cars, you know, go ahead.
Choke the word.
And they choke the word.
And it becometh unfruitful.
And it becometh unfruitful. So if I give you this word and you really into the world, into the cares of this life, this word is going to be sown and it's going to be unfruitful. It's not going to be profitable because you worried about everything else. Come on.
Poking the hell out of you.
Poking them. Come on.
And these are they which are sown on good ground.
And then he goes on to say, and these are they which are sown onto good ground. Come on.
Such as hear the word.
Saying they hear the word.
And receive it.
And they receive it. They receive it. They receive it and they stay for a while. Go ahead.
And bring forth fruit.
And next thing you know, y'all out here on our side and we bringing forth fruit. Give me Proverbs 11 and 30, man. You gotta bring forth fruit. And we all know what that's talking about, but I'm gonna get this precept, man. I believe it's Proverbs 11 and 30. You got one too after? He said they hear it, they receive it with all readiness of mind, and then what? They bring forth fruit. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, read that.
This is Proverbs 11, verse 30.
Uh-huh.
The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
He said the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
And he that winneth souls is wise.
He said, and he that winneth souls is wise. And that's what we doing. We bringing forth fruit. We winning souls, man. That don't happen overnight. That's day in and day out, week in and week out, and you help a brother renew his mind. Give me that in Romans chapter 12 real quick.
Let me bring this up.
Come on.
God, this is John chapter 15, verse 16. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain.
Shall remain.
God, that whatsoever ye ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you.
God. And that's what we out here doing. Getting Romans, get Romans 12 and 2 real quick, man. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Yeah, read that.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
And be not conformed to this world, meaning don't let this world change your mentality, because you know, you deep down know in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit what's right and what's wrong. But the world, meaning America, namely America, they'll teach you that it's okay to be wrong. And you'll go your whole life really thinking that something wrong is right. But you can't do that. That's why we have the Bible. That's why we have testimonies. That's why we have the scriptures. That's why we have letters. To teach you what's right and what's wrong. To teach you how to deal with those things. Our forefathers already went through those things. A wise man will take counsel from people that already had them experiences. So you don't got to go through the same thing. It's like a blueprint, man. Read that.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
God, man. And you got to be transformed. And that don't happen overnight. That means you got to get in the spirit, man. That means you got to actually read the Bible. That means you got to take notes. That means you got to hearken, man. That means you got to keep commandments. He tell you if you want understanding to what? Keep the commandments.
God.
It's not nothing to play with, man, because the time is nigh at hand. The time is nigh at hand, man. Time is speeding up. There's 3 seconds left on the clock, man. You got to take the shot, man.
Or lose.
Or lose, man. Or you going to fold up and get scared and not shoot. Hey, he said, you can't make no shots if you don't shoot them.
Right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
God, man. So you got to take those shots, man. Y'all risky as hell. But y'all ain't going to risk nothing for the Most High. You know, brothers like to gamble all day, and they shooting craps and on. I got it. You know,
Niggas at the hood store shooting craps.
Shooting craps. Y'all gambling all day, but y'all gambling with y'all lives, man. Y'all gambling on the. Y'all better put y'all faith in the Most High. That's the only time, man. That's the only, y'all playing with it, man. Y'all playing with it. You see a lot of young brothers, man, and y'all always, bro. Y'all supposed to be teaching us the word. Y'all supposed to be teaching us the doctrine. Y'all supposed to be showing us right from wrong. Hey, man, y'all got to get to it, man. It ain't no time to play with it, man. Go ahead, Doc. They playing with it, man.
Hey, is that Dakota?
They playing with it, man. No, go ahead.
All right, so Con, let's go back to this, because I'm almost done. All right, so let's go back to that. Let's finish that.
This is Sirach chapter 2
13.
and verse 4. Start 13 again? I can read 13
Yeah, 14,
again.
14.
In verse 14. Woe unto you.
You got some question for us? You understand what we saying? Okay, good. Go ahead.
What did 2 Corinthians 7:14 say? If my people call out my name, what does that mean?
You saying the Quran?
2 Corinthians.
Chronicles.
Oh, okay. 2 Corinthians 7 and 14, right?
Yes,
If my people call by my name.
7:14. If my people call out my name,
This is in Corinthians.
No, I think it's
and turn from their wicked way, I will hear your land. I will hear your land, and I believe that.
Right.
Because he's the big boss.
And if you see, the land is represented for the people. He's healing the people right now.
Everybody.
All right, go ahead.
Because he woke me up. He told me to get up.
Yeah?
So you all y'all anointed. All y'all anointed.
Oh, yeah, all the Israelites are anointed.
You got to tell them they right and wrong, what they want to hear or not.
Right. No respect of persons. You right.
And be filled with the Spirit.
That's right. Hey, and knowing that.
I'll be back.
Yeah, all right. I was gonna get on him. I was gonna get on him, man.
No respect of a person. All right, Con, go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 14.
Right?
Woe unto you that have lost patience.
Right?
And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
Right, so woe unto you that lost patience. When you lose patience, that means you're like, man, I ain't waiting on him no more.
Man.
Because the Most High God it seems like it's taking the Most High God, but we count slack, the Most High God, that's not the Most High God. The Most High God does things when he wants to. Think about it. The way we count, what is that, day on earth is 1,000 years in heaven?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, Con, go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing,
God.
that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Want me to touch on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, one day for the Lord is 1,000 years for us. So 1,000 years on earth is one day with the Lord.
Hey, and to go into a little bit more of that, you look at in the Bible in Genesis, he said that Adam would not live over a day old. He was not literally talking about a day. He was talking about he would live over 1,000 years.
Right.
The longest man that ever lived is Methuselah. He lived like 980 something.
Right.
Nobody's ever lived to 1,000 because of what Adam did.
Right.
So that's what it's talking about when it says you live a day.
Man, and that's something of the deeper like mysteries in the Bible that nobody knows because these churches don't have to understand it. The Israelites is the only one that's gonna have that honest and true understanding of the Most High in these last days, man.
Lamp with the oil in it.
Man, going into the 10 virgins. You got a quick reset? Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
Hey, go ahead.
For yet a little while,
And
and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry.
he will not tarry. So a lot of people think that the Most High never really gonna come back.
Right.
They lose in patience, like it told you in Sirach. And I'm gonna read this, man, to put some more meat on it. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. It said, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise,
Ah, that's the one.
as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. So it ain't no time for you to be faint-hearted and folding up. I don't know. And you know what brothers do? They're like, damn, man, I kind of believe I'm an Israelite, but this shit taking too long. I thought, the end was going to come the next day. And, bro, I gotta go feed my family. And next thing you know, you go back into the world. You back on the block shooting craps.
Right.
You back on the block, pulling out the sack out your nuts. And you like, give me 5, give me 10. And you trying to make something happen.
Or I might can smoke a couple more blunts before he returns.
Man, you been.
This is my last time right here.
Hey, get that
Hell
side.
no.
Five and seven.
Right.
Right. He already got it.
This
Bring
is
it up.
Sirach 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
And tearing is, being lackadaisical, thinking you got time, thinking you can put it off day to day. Come on.
And put not off from day to day.
And you like, man, I'm going to get in the Bible tomorrow. I'm going to read later on tonight. I'm going to wait until after I eat dinner. Hey, man, when he told you in 2 Thessalonians, Slakia, let me grab that.
Hey, why you grabbing that? There's a saying, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream.
God.
You gonna keep saying, yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, man. I'm gonna do it tomorrow for sure.
And you over there
tomorrow
lying
I'm
to
gonna do it.
yourself.
It's a year later.
For real, though. Hey, let me get that 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21. 5 and 19. No, he got it. Oh, no, he don't got it. I'll hold that too, because I want you
5
back
and
right
21?
here. I want you to hold that too.
I got some more too.
Con, this is which one you want first?
5 and 19.
Con, this is the 1 Thessalonians 5 and 19. It says, quench not the spirit.
Hey, quench not the spirit. When your spirit tell you to do something now, go do it, man. That's something that we got from the Most High, man. Quench not the spirit. Your spirit telling you, man, you've been slacking. You need to go read now. Or your spirit. People say your conscience, your intuition, but that's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. Sometimes me and the brothers be having the same thought, and I'm like, damn, that's the spirit, bro. Good shit. The spirit telling you to call up your brother and make sure he okay. Call him up. Quench not the spirit. So go back right here in Peter. Go back over here in Peter.
All right, Con. Peter
10.
2 and 10.
3 and 10.
Con, 3 and 10. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
And nobody knows when the Most High is going to come back or send his son to come back. He said it's going to come as a thief in the night. And you don't know when that thief going to show up, man. So you better be prepared at all times. You know, y'all got the Glock. I got the spiritual Glock. You know what I'm saying? I got my sword, man. And I got my shield of faith up too. You know, demons all around us, man. We blocking that with faith. And then we pull out the Bible and we And we put up, and then he got my 6. And he got my back too. And we ate together as a and we put the demons down and we get back to it, man.
300 rise of the empire.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what's going on. 300 versus these 15,000, 20,000 demons.
Right.
Slaughtering them.
Killing them all, man.
Come on. It says,
you got a precept?
coming a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Read that again.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And is that really talking about heaven, where the Most High dwelleth? He said it's going to pass away with a great noise. If you really read the Bible and you use precept upon precept and break the Bible down how it's supposed to be, you understand that heaven and earth, it's like it, that earth is referred to as heaven. That's why you got the Lord's Prayer in Matthew 6, as heaven is on earth. That's why people think that that our kingdom is going to be somewhere in the sky. Our kingdom isn't on earth. Our kingdom is on earth. White men know that. But you go to the church and let the white man tell you that your kingdom is somewhere in the sky when their kingdom is on earth. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Our kingdom is here on earth. We kings. The Most High told us in Psalms that we are gods. Read that.
God, it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
He said the elements, you see these buildings, you go to downtown, you see these statues, these different skyscrapers in these different cities. He said the elements shall what?
Shall melt with fervent heat.
That's hot. What we can think of. Bombs, missiles, but on a larger scale, ICBM missiles and nuclear destruction is coming soon, and it's prophesied in the Bible. And we can go through the scriptures, and I can prove that nukes is in the Bible. It's recorded. Our forefathers didn't know nothing about the term nuke.
Right.
You think they describe it to a T. He said, where a man stand, his eyes going to consume in his eye socket, and his tongue go wither. It's going to burn away in his mouth. And we can get that. Read that though.
God, it says, Salakia, it says, the earth also and the works that there are in shall be burnt up.
He said the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Now we know for a fact that the earth was destroyed once before with what?
Water.
With water. But he made a promise and a covenant that he wouldn't do that again. He didn't say shit about fire though.
Right.
And we know that water is an element for cleansing. Fire is also an element of cleansing. When you want to clean food, you know what I'm saying, and get bacteria off, you use water and you use fire. The Most High ain't no fool, man. Read that.
God. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
He said, seeing then that all of these things shall be dissolved. What
manner of persons ought ye to be in an all holy conversation and godly?
Hey, so knowing that these things gonna get burnt up with fervent heat and shit is gonna hit the fan and shit is gonna get dissolved by nuclear fire and ICBM missiles, what manner of people are you to be?
God.
You ain't got time to be straddling the fence and I don't know, man. I kind of like it, man. What you were saying, it made sense, bro. But I don't know if I can come out of her. You don't know if you want to keep commandments. It's still up in the air. You don't know deep down in your heart if you really believe, but we showing you out of the Bible things that's already happened. Things that you know is going to happen. Things that people have been talking about for a long time. We racing with other countries who can make the biggest nuke.
Right.
What you think gonna happen eventually? Them nukes gonna hit somewhere. You think you're gonna be able to dodge all of this? They ain't building them for nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So look, this is another account in the Bible where it talks about nukes. Let's get that Revelation 17 right.
What's up, bro? You believe in the Bible?
Show what it, Marco.
You was reading or something?
No, I'm just read a little, nigga. What you mean?
We're gonna see some of the scriptures we pulling out. I bet you probably ain't see them, man.
I probably seen them and just seen them again and just seen them over again and then relapsed on them.
All right, well we gonna see.
Okay.
Bring whatever you was finna bring out.
All right, Con. So he just gave you a count on the eyes going in the socket, the eyes going melted in their socket. It's gonna
Step on
burn
the side,
with
step on the side,
fervor and heat.
Okay,
Yeah, Con.
but you ain't gotta speak game to us. I feel you. I know who you
What's
is.
that? Empath? Empath. You don't know that word, man?
I don't know what you talking about.
Empathy? Empath?
I
The
know what
word.
empathy is.
All right. That's me. Nigga, I feel your vibe. You know, I feel you already.
I'm out here bleeding to the border, man.
I would never touched down over here. You think I wouldn't never, you know what
Hey
I'm
man,
saying?
I like how you came and showed love.
Yeah, we all gonna show love. If we real, it's gonna be a real thrill, nigga.
He's
Come
still
on.
spitting.
Hey, that's that dark sands and parables right
Even
there.
if I ain't real, you hear me?
Oh, me,
I'm still
dark
gonna
sands
speak
and
what I
parables
see,
right
nigga.
there.
Gonna come and through, you hear me?
Oh, man.
I could have kept eating
Sound like
honey
Paul
bunny with that one. Honey bunny went left.
Still on his lip, that motherfucker hitting him.
Stop it, nigga.
Hey, so look. So look, I want to prove this point right
Hey, I
quick.
gotta wipe my lip.
So look, this is another account, and you know Revelations. Everybody always say we living in Revelations. We really are. We living in Revelations. Revelations, and in the book of Revelation, it talks about America
Alright,
being
put that on
burned
count.
up. So start 17 and
What's up, man? Yeah. Look at it. Even him, he feel me.
16.
Nigga, you have to do that.
This is Revelation chapter 17
Hold on,
and verse
where
16.
that other one?
What you looking for?
My bad.
I don't think
I hate that, bro. Y'all. All right, so go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Right.
It shall make her desolate and naked.
Is it in there? Because I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all this song.
Hey, so we kind of going into the latter days, man. I just showed the brother where nukes is prophesied in the Bible. It's a lot of precepts, a lot of scriptures that support our position and own that.
What did it say about nukes in the Bible?
Hey, read.
Right there.
We just read it. We for the sake of time, we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
But I'll show you that. But he's showing something else. So I'm gonna show you some more scriptures that show you that nukes is prophesied in the Bible. Yeah, I'm gonna show you that, man. The Bible, hey, man. The Bible ain't nothing to play with, man. It ain't nothing to take lightly, man.
Hey,
All right, so look.
Look at this.
So look.
Hold on,
Look
wait
at
till he
this.
address that.
Bro, I can laugh at whatever I want to laugh at because God knows what.
So you see this?
What y'all talking about.
I want y'all to hold this while he reads this.
I'm over
Hold
it.
this.
Like, we over it.
So look.
We over that.
That's what this talking about in the Bible.
Hey, we
Read that
over
one more
that,
time.
man.
This is
We over that
Revelation
right
chapter
now.
17 and verse 16.
Right?
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the
So
whore.
do y'all see 10 horns on that beast? On that dragon?
Yeah, been 10 horns. Come on, man.
So these 10 horns are
10 horns
symbolic
been there.
for
You know what I'm
nations.
saying?
The European nations,
They just
EU and NATO. Have you ever heard of that?
They just broadcast.
That's what it's talking about in Revelations. The European
my
nations
bad. Hey,
and
I'm
NATO
sorry,
is a
my
whole
sister,
bunch
though.
of different countries combined
God
together.
bless y'all.
When y'all see these tanks and shit coming out here, that's who they are. They're gonna come here and read that.
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
So it says that the 10 horns is gonna betray America, and it's gonna make her desolate and naked. It's gonna strip America for everything they have, and it's gonna make her desolate and naked, and it's gonna burn her with fire. Then they gonna send these nukes over here, and they gonna burn this whole thing up. Have you ever heard of North Korea? They want to nuke America. You got Russia. They got Satan 1 and Satan 2. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah,
they got a bomb as big as this store right here. It's called Satan 1 and Satan 2, and they only aiming it at America when it all goes down. Continue.
For God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
Right, so it says that for God hath put in their hearts. He's going to put it in the rest of these countries' heart. That's why they all aiming at America. America is Babylon the Great. It talks about in Revelations. He's putting it in these other countries' heart to hate America. America got everything thriving. Why would these other countries hate them? Because the Most High God is doing that. Read that right quick.
21 and 21.
21 and 1.
21 and 1. That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1. Shalom. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, so the king's heart, in the ancient world, they was called kings. Now they're called presidents. Like you got Putin, you got Kim Jong-un, you got what's Trump. Yeah. These are called kings back then. They're presidents now. But it says the king's heart.
They say King Donald J. Trump on me.
Right. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. The Most High God is making these presidents in these other countries mad at America because this has to happen. Like everybody agree we living in Revelation. Yeah. They about to. You see these army tanks, they gonna strip America of everything, and then the nukes is gonna come over here. Right. And if y'all ain't repenting in these last days, man, y'all gonna be caught up in all of it.
Wow. And you see things are starting to speed up, man. You see things are starting to speed up. I know y'all seen it was talking about what you call it? It's not the army, it's National Guard. They coming to set up, block the block, keep it shit in order, man. They trying to hold you down, make sure you don't go nowhere. They putting fear in everybody's heart. But at the end of the day, you gotta trust in the Most High and keep the commandments, man.
Bro, if y'all not keeping the commandments, y'all screwed, bro.
Bro, for real, man, this ain't nothing to play with. He told you in Revelations, the last book of the Bible, 14 and 12, here are all they that keep the commandments and the faith to the tree of life. That's Revelation. Hey, man, give me that Revelations 22 and 14. Or it might be 22 and 12. So like, hey, and then I'm gonna show y'all where it's documented in the Bible, nukes, man. There's multiple examples of that. Read that. 22:14.
God. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they.
And people say in these churches that you don't got to keep commandments. Jesus died for our sins, so you can sin. All you gotta do is believe in Him. That's not so to be. You can't just sin just to sin. Hey, give me yeah, give me that 15. I think it's 15 and 10. Read that.
Blessed are they that do His commandments.
Blessed are they that do His commandments,
that they may have right to the tree of life.
To the tree of life,
and may enter in through the gates into the city.
He said, enter in through the gates of the city. Now give me 21 and 12. We're gonna show you what the gates look like. Hey, it's more. Go ahead.
For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers.
And all of those are sin. To be a sorcerer, to be idolatry, to be in idolatry. That's what you was gonna say.
And idolaters.
Idolatry.
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Hey man, lying is a sin. Committing adultery is a sin. Idolatry is a sin. He said, if you don't do that and you keep the commandments, then you're gonna have right to the tree of life. Give me 21 and 12 real quick, because it said that you would get. Oh yeah, go ahead.
God, this is Sirach chapter 15 and verse 20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin.
He ain't give nobody a license to sin. But he did send Jesus, or what his real name is, Yahushua in the Hebrew. He did send Yahushua to die for the nation of Israel's sins. But that don't mean you can just sin.
Your former sins.
That don't mean you can just sin just because. That's what you have grace for. Grace is a time period to get yourself in order. Grace is a time period to get yourself right. Grace is not a time for you to just jack around and do whatever you want. You got a piece?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
God, this is Sirach 21 and 1. My son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more. But ask pardon for thy former sins. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent.
Hey man, if you seen a snake right here, you would flee from it.
You gone.
You would get out of there. That's how you're supposed to look at sin. Go ahead.
For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee.
And you playing with the snake, you trying to be a charmer and you trying to control it, you're gonna get bit, man. And who gonna feel sorry for you? Because you playing with the snake, you jabbing at it, and he bites you. What we gonna be like, bro? We told you not to. That should be common sense. Don't play with a snake. Don't put your hand on the fire. You're gonna get burned.
God, the teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men.
But this not a snake. This is an actual soul that you playing with. This not a hand. This is the real deal, man. Give me Revelations 21 and 12.
This is Revelation chapter 21 verse 12.
You, them that keep the commandments, they're gonna have right to the tree of life and be able to enter in the gates. That's plural, the gates.
God.
How many gates is on the kingdom of heaven? How many gates is it? We was taught that it was one. Is that true though? Is that really what the Bible say? Let's see what the Bible say, man.
This is Revelation chapter 21 and verse 12.
Now find this out, man. You got 12 tribes of Israel. You got 12 tribes that built up the nation of Israel. And I told you, when you go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, what does it say about the children of Israel? People. A holy generation, man. A holy nation. They above everybody else. And the Most High only loved the children of Israel. Go ahead.
It had a wall, great and high. It had 12 gates.
Hey, so it's this tall wall, man. Great and high. Ain't no climbing over this wall. And what?
And at the gates, 12 angels.
You got 12 gates, and at each gate you got 12 angels. And you got to think about it. What is an angel doing at these gates? And you know, he posted up at each gate, an angel.
With a big ass sword in his hand.
And you like, bro,